I'm coming at you with a little bit of a different video for me. I realized when I was going through all of my palettes for my palette ranking for last year, that video is already live, and my palette declutter for last year, again, that video is already live. If I can remember, I'll put it down below. But one of the brands that is a favorite brand of mine, I love their stuff so much, is Nomad Cosmetics. But sometimes I feel like I don't use their palette here on my camera enough. So I brought out the entire basket of Nomad Cosmetics that I have here. I'm pretty sure that some of these palettes, I took them directly from the pile of stuff that I had been ranking for this year. I still haven't put them back. Don't ask me how much makeup is on the floor here in my room, because it's not great. Okay, it's not great. So some of these palettes are technically decluttered, and after this video I will declutter them, but I thought it could be fun to do like a palette, like Wheel of Doom palette bingo kind of a thing, and then I would include those things as well because I just thought that was more fun. So I do have it here. This is the little wheel. So this is the Nomad Cosmetics palettes, and I have quite a few palettes on here, and like I said, some of them are getting decluttered after this video, but I don't know. One of the things I said about 2026 is that I want to sit down and film what I feel like, and this is what I feel like. This is what I want to do. So I was thinking I'm gonna do 5 palettes. I'll pick them out from here. I'll show you swatches of the palettes, and then I am not gonna do like a palette bingo, but I'm gonna have to combine those 5 palettes into a look, and I have to use at least one shade from each palette. And there are some very different color schemes in here, from grungy to very colorful. It's gonna be interesting. So how does this work? Is it like, do I just press? I think I just press. Oh, it is. Okay. So first one is Fête de Provence. No, I do not want to rate this app. Go away. Fête de Provence. Let me go through my options. So Fête de Provence is this palette right here, and this is the re-edition, the new version of this palette, where they up the quality even more. This one has a mix of warm tones and cool tones, giving like peach, pink, red, purple with some grays. Grays are never my favorite, but I do love the other shades in here. And there are some really, really good shades in here. And there's a mustard in here, which is one of my absolute favorite colors. So that is perfect. Also, I'm wearing a very... Let me know in the comments if you're old enough to know the reference. You're old enough to know the reference? Let me know down below. Next one. Now we are getting Berlin Underground. This is also the re-edition, and if I get the same one again, I'll just roll and get another one. This is also the new version of this one, and this one is a little bit more of a grungy one, and I have not used this one enough, so I'm very, very excited. There are some really, really interesting shades in here, and again, we have some of those shades that I love, which are the yellow leaning and yellow tones and yellow leaning neutrals. So I have a good feeling about these 2 palettes. I think this is going to be great. Okay. Third one, watch this be something super weird. Polar Express. Send help. This one, this one is actually a palette that I really, really love, but this one does not have, well, it has some browns. It does have some browns and has some reds. Because usually when I reach into this palette, it's to reach for these matte blues, which quite honestly are really great matte blues. And I have been reaching for those a lot. There is also a matte white in here, which if you're new here on my channel, hello, my name is Angie and I love a matte white. Okay, are we getting any of the newer palettes? Let's see. Hudson Valley. This is not one of the newer palettes. So far, we haven't gotten any of the bigger palettes. So this is the Hudson Valley palette. And again, we are getting warm tones. I feel like it's meant to be, I feel like I really want to do something warm, but maybe I'll use the matte white and do a lot of contrast. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe like red, yellow, mustard, white. Should we see if we get one of the palettes that are actually from last year? Because I don't think any of these palettes were from like 2024. And if we get any of the bigger palettes. What are we getting? We are getting... Oh wait, we just had that. New try. We're not getting the same one again. We're not doing that. Pacific Northwest. Oh, this was one of my actual favorite palettes of last year. I really, really did enjoy this one. The packaging is beautiful, and we do have some really, really interesting shades in here. There are some warm tones. There are also some more neutrals. Not going to be playing with the the blue grays here. I'm gonna have to think about what I want to do with this one, because we do have a bunch of different options in. This is one of those palettes that you probably saw it now as well with the swatches. This one swatches out better than it looks in the pan, and I actually really love it. Okay, let me zoom in and let's start. Okay, so I think, hear me out. I think I'm gonna start with the Fête de Provence, and I think I'm gonna do the Miel de Lavande, which I'm pretty sure is lavender honey. Lavender milk. Lavender honey. Lavender honey. Wow. And I'm gonna do that one in the outer part of the crease. Oh, I love a good warm look. I'm so excited. I'm actually gonna be filming a second video today. I usually try and not film more than one video a day, because I feel like filming is the most fun when you only do one video, but I'm gonna do a book video after this one today. So that's going to be really fun. I'm going to do a TBR jar, picks my books for February. I've really been enjoying doing those. And I actually fixed my TBR jar for 2026 yesterday. I was sitting down. We were watching that new Agatha Christie series on Netflix. What was it called? The Seven Dials, right? We were watching that one, the first episode yesterday, and really enjoy it so far. I love it good. I really hope those like Agatha Christie like mysteries-esque movies are like, I've seen them like coming back a little bit, and I'm like so excited about it. And I really want to show Ricardo's mom this series, because she loves those kind of like, in Sweden we call it deckare, but those kind of like, you know, mysteries. She loves those. I'm like, we were watching that and I'm like, oh my god, I have to show your mom this one, because she is gonna absolutely love it. Anyways, I was fixing my TBR jar, taking everything out, redoing it, and now I'm so excited to be pulling my books. If you're interested in reading, you should definitely check out my second channel. That video has already been live for a bit, I can tell you that. I probably put that live a while ago. I was pre-filming this one, because I was like, I really want to dive into more of my Nomad Cosmetics palettes. Probably forgot to put that up in the beginning, but I also do have a code with Nomad Cosmetics, and it is Angelica, and you can get 10% off when you are shopping from them. That's gorgeous. Like, that is gorgeous. Let me actually put this on my lower lashes too. And then, if I can find a good brush. Oh, all of my pencil brushes had like purple on it. From the Succulent Dew. And then we can do maybe the red one. I think the one that I'm having a hard time like figuring out exactly which shade I want to have is this one. I can't figure out which one I want to have from this one, because I don't really want to do green. So I might deepen it up a little bit with this one, which means that my next one should be the Hudson Valley, because I want to do this dark red here. Or do I want to do brown? Or do I do... No, I'm going to do red. I'm going to do something really fiery, and I'm excited. I'm going to do a little bit in my outer corner. This one is called Wine Harvest. As you can tell, it's really pigmented. I'm just going to put this in the outer corner. We're gonna blend it out with the mustard afterwards. I just kind of want to have like a really warm, yummy look, and then we're gonna do the contrast with the white. But I have a good feeling about this. Putting on a little bit more of the mustard, and then I think I'm just gonna go in between the two brushes and just blend the edge a little bit. I didn't want to use the bright red, so that's why I'm using this dark red, because I didn't want it to be that bright. I wanted to keep it like the dark red and then the mustard. I just felt like it was better. So I think I'm going to do this, and then we'll use that dark shade to deepen it up even more. So I'm thinking it's called Sasquatch Sighting. We're gonna do that one. I don't even know what kind of undertone this has. It feels like it almost has a little bit of a green undertone, but I'm just going to use a little bit to deepen up out here. I always love when the outer corner is like super deep, and if I blend it in, yeah, if I blend it into this red, that is looking so delicious. Okay, this is actually turning out to be so good because we get to have like a super dark outer corner and then a super bright inner corner. This will be perfect. Let me see if I can pull some of these shades under my eyes too, just to keep the theme going. I'm thinking maybe like a light yellow. I feel like I'm going through all of these palettes. Then we have a light yellow here. It's called Champ de Tournesol. I don't think that's the exact name, but listen, it was close enough. So I think I'm gonna put that one here before we do the white. Okay, that's gonna be great. And then we can do, there's a really good one in the Berlin Underground. There's a really good, like a mustard metallic. I don't want to say bronze because it has way more yellow in it. And I also don't want to say gold because it's like not really a gold. But I think that one will be so good. This is the one I mean. It's called Poor But Sexy. Sure. You know what? Sure. I'm going to do that one on a flat brush from Singe. Oh, look at that. And I am going to spray it to get extra intensity. And oh my god, where am I putting these things? And I'm going to put that on the... Oh yes, this is the perfect shade. This is like a classic, just high intensity metallic. And I freaking love those. They don't crease. They don't give me weird shifts that I didn't ask for. They just look so incredible on the lids. They don't give me extra texture. So flattering, so beautiful. Look at that. Looks incredible. Okay, this is what it looks like. I put a little mascara, and I also did the Walk of No Shame by Charlotte Tilbury in my waterline. It's like a dark burgundy red, and I thought that would go with this look. And then we're gonna do the Polar Express, and we're gonna do the one that's called Snowy Mountain, and we're gonna do that in the inner corner. I don't know exactly, like, I'm like, will I regret this? It's like, this will be great, and it's like famous last words. But I think I'm just gonna, because I know this white is very, very pigmented. So I think I'm just gonna play that up and just be like, this will be just a very contrasty detail. Because I mean, that's what we wanted. That's what I said I wanted. So yeah, I'm really playing up the white, but I also really wanted to play up the white. That was the whole thing. Am I gonna put a little bit? Because again, we are trying to be a little contrasty. That's really dramatic. It's so fun because I feel like this look is like Hello 2016 is back and Morphe 350. This is like the best of that. But I took the long road and just did it with these 5 palettes. So I really am not the smartest kid around the block. And now the battery is dying. Great, I'm doing great. But this is the look anyways, and I really do enjoy the look. Is this artistic? It's this artistic and creative. Let's put that in the maybe pile, but I do really like the look. I think it looks really incredible, and this is a look that I feel super comfortable in. And that's the whole thing about makeup, doing something that you feel fun in, that you feel beautiful in, something that you feel creative in. And I feel very me in like a really warm look like this. And sometimes you don't find everything you want in one palette, and you're just gonna, you know, shop through your stash and find colors in different palettes that you want. This video is for me to play with things that I somehow kind of forgot about, but it's also a reminder to you to not forget that your collection might be more than one palette, might be more than one thing, and the whole purpose is for you to combine those things to find the perfect look or find the perfect combination for today. So don't forget to combine your palettes. It's a lot of fun. Let me know what you think about the look. Let me know if you would like me to do something similar with another brand. I would love to do that. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you soon-ish in a new video. Bye.